What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Gloss Garage, where we make detailing simple. My name is Sak, and today I have something special for you guys. So today I have my cousin's brand new Q5, the hybrid, and also we're gonna be using a bunch of products on this. So we're gonna be using the extra tough APC cleaner. We're also gonna be using Owner's Pride Eco Wash, and also their Ultra Wash soap. And then we're gonna polish the vehicle with the DIY Detail Gold Standard Polish, and we're gonna apply the Owner's Pride Self-Healing Ceramic Coating. And one thing that I must be clear is just that this isn't a warranted coating. If you want warranty on your ceramic coatings, you get the 3, 5, or 7 year. This is not a warranty one, but it's claimed to go ahead and last up to 5 years if maintained properly. Now, this isn't something that is just gonna take care of scratches and stuff. It's not Jesus in a bottle, right? It's just something that we really gotta understand. This is just more for the light wash or swirl marks, and then once the sun beats onto the paint, it will self-heal in that way. So yeah, so it's not gonna protect against rock chips or anything. So let's go ahead and get started. You guys are gonna see me use all these products and get just the crazy optimal results on this vehicle. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's just a quick walk around of the vehicle just before anything. So pretty much right here you see a bunch of pollen, dirt, and grime, and it's kind of hard to see it because it is an overcast day and the vehicle is supposedly gray, but in the sunlight it looks like olive green. So that's something that the manufacturer says, you know, it's a gray color, but in reality it looks kind of like olive green, and this is why my cousin chose this color, just because it just looks so good. It's not just a deep gray or a flat silver, nothing like that. But all this pollen and everything, just imagine that you see on the windshield and on the glass is actually on the entire paint. And even then it has some weird streaking because it did rain the day before and all that pollen was just stuck onto it, and the paint is slightly rough to the touch just because it's been sitting outside in the lot. And yeah, so that's about it. And probably has some rail dust from beforehand, before they took it out in the lot, before it was getting picked up by my cousin, because we did have to wait a couple of days before picking up the vehicle. But overall, this is the paint condition. We did use the extra tough APC, and as you can see, there's some weird streaking, maybe from the dealership washing it. I have no idea, but we went ahead and took care of that during the polishing step. But yeah, so this is the entire vehicle and how it looks. And now let's go ahead and move on to the wheel cleaning process, so you guys can just go ahead and see how the extra tough APC actually works. All right, so I have my extra tough in here inside this foamer. It's not the best type of foamer, but trust me, this APC is spectacular. So we're gonna use the Eco Wash, and we're gonna put 1/2 ounce into this 2.5 gallons, I'm sorry, bucket. And it's super concentrated. Look, nothing. This is like my 3rd time using this, and it's literally nothing inside. It still looks like it's full. So it's highly concentrated, and there we go. Now we're gonna use the extra tough wheel and tire cleaner, or not wheel and tire cleaner, APC, and we're gonna use this on the paint as well. But once I use it on the wheels and tires, which typically they like to use it as a 1-to-1 dilution ratio, so 1 part product, 1 part water. And then from here, we're gonna dilute it for the paint 5-to-1. That way it could break down all that dirt and grime that's on the paint and some streaking that is in there. But I'm gonna use most of this to do all 4 wheels and tires. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and fill it up again with distilled water. And then that should be at least a 5-to-1 dilution ratio to go ahead and pre-spray the whole paint. You just gotta pump until you hear that sound. And then now, this is a 1-to-1, so let's see how much dirt and grime actually gets pulled out. And it's foaming up pretty nicely. It's not crazy foamy as other APCs, but this APC cleans spectacular. And right away, you see all that dirt and grime just being brought down. So this APC is great. You can also do it into a 15-to-1 dilution ratio for interiors, or 20-to-1. And for this vehicle, we're gonna be doing a 2nd part video of how to install a interior ceramic coating and how to prep it for any brand new vehicle. And it's easier to do an interior ceramic coating when it is a brand new vehicle. So yeah, so you just let this dwell for a bit, and now we're gonna go ahead. This extra tough APC is also biodegradable, so it's not going to harm anything, and this is great for mobile detailers, and also if you're gonna dump it down the drain, if anything. So yeah, so let's go ahead and just start agitating. All that browning is coming off. Dump that in there. And also, if this was to say dry on the paint, you can also just reactivate it with water. It's not going to harm or damage anything. It's pretty much safe. Obviously, if you let it sit there and dry in the sun forever, then it's gonna etch in. But if it slightly dries in the sun, it's no big deal. It's no harm, no foul. Just don't be a delinquent and just leave it there and say it's stained, because it's not gonna do that. So that's it. And this vehicle, like I said, is pretty much brand new. The wheel wells is literally clean. This vehicle literally has about 30 miles on it. And oops, forgot to turn on the hose. And I'm back, rinsing it off. And just look how clean the wheels and tires got just with that APC. So there's a bunch of great detailing products out there, and Extra Tough is top tier. It's better to have an abundance of actual great detailing products than have a little bit of options and pretty much no options. So just look at the difference. From that, let's go to the back. From that, huge difference. So yeah, so we're gonna do all 4 tires, and then from there we're gonna go ahead and do the APC rinse to take off all this dirt and grime that's on the paint. All right, so my cousin filled this up. So it's pretty much to like a 5-to-1 or 3-to-1 dilution ratio. So I like to always pre-spray the lower half of the vehicle. The top half is never really like the dirtiest. It's just more of like just dust, pollen, the light stuff that's on there. We really want to get that traffic film out of this bottom half. We just go ahead and spray. And I filled it up with too much water just because we really wanted that nice 3-to-1 dilution ratio. And we just continue. And it foams up pretty nice. Does it foam up crazy like all clean? No, but definitely a great foaming APC that you guys can use. If it hits the glass, it's fine. Plastic, it could be on everything. I just don't like to pre-spray the whole vehicle with an APC, just the lower half. And it's, like I said, this is biodegradable, it's not caustic. Pretty much all in all, this Extra Tough APC I always come back to. It's just such a great APC. It's cheap. And then I did dilute this pretty strong, pretty much 1-to-1, but even a 3-to-1 or 5-to-1 works perfectly on wheels, and 5-to-1 on the actual paint. It just depends on how dirty and gunky those wheels are. And it just goes to show that there's just a bunch of great products out there in the car detailing world, and there's many of them out there. But if you're really dedicated to just buying one product line, I just talk about them in my channel and which ones I feel just works for me the best. But other than that, let's move on to the actual contact wash, where after the APC rinse, my cousin did spray the Eco Wash from Owner's Pride to go ahead and, you know, pre-treat the panel, kind of like a snow foam in a sense. You guys know I don't like to use a snow foam. And then we use the Owner's Pride Ultra Wash to go ahead and do the contact wash. And once we're done with the contact wash, we rinse everything down and then just move straight into the actual decontamination step. We did not need to use any water spout remover or anything. This vehicle was just outside for a couple days in the lot, and it just got super dirty with pollen, and it only rained once that day, so there's nothing to worry about that in terms of, you know, water spots and stuff like that. It's just simple iron decon, which it has some iron fallout, and after about like 1 minute or 2 minutes, it was just straight smooth bare clean paint, and that's what you want right before polishing. So after we did this, we just polished it. And just to give you guys a quick note, we didn't add the polishing clip. My cousin, this is his vehicle, and we polished his vehicle, so he's literally a witness of us polishing. If you guys want to see us polish a vehicle or the way I polish, I post tons of videos in my previous videos of always polishing, how to do a 1-step, 2-step, etc. So you guys could just go ahead and watch those videos if you guys are interested in actual paint correction or paint enhancements. But I just skipped it for this video, and we went straight on to the actual coating application of this Owner's Pride self-healing ceramic coating. All right, for the tires, we're gonna go ahead and use the Drive Automotive Appearance tire and trim gel. So we did clean this with extra tough APC, and we're gonna go ahead and apply this tire and trim gel. The first time I like to apply a bunch. It's gonna give this nice dark rich sheen like Carpro Pearl or even DIY Detail tire dressing. When you apply it, you know, thick, if you apply the tire dressing from DIY Detail thick, but this is gonna be like a nice darker glossier sheen. It's gonna be nice for this color. And I'm just applying this before we go ahead and do the paint polishing. And that's it. I don't need to apply anymore. That's the perfect sheen for this type of vehicle. We're up to the coating step. So I've been working around with this coating or playing around with it so far. So I've coated the whole roof and the whole right half of the vehicle and the rear bumper. Now I'm just gonna do a quick little section so you guys can go ahead and see. This coating is a bit tacky, and this is the Owner's Pride self-healing coating. So it's not the slickest from what I've seen, but you know, it gets a little bit tacky when it's on the paint, and you do need to wait at least 2 minutes. The flash time is pretty quick. If you wait a little bit too long, it gets tacky, but it's not that it's impossible to remove. You can still remove, just need a little bit of elbow grease. So this is just my thoughts. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I am, you know, need a damp towel, kind of like Ceramic Pro, but you know, everything has its pros and cons, right? And that's just the nature of the beast. And we put this to the side. And one thing I must say, it is fair. You can do a bigger section. So for example, I'm gonna do this whole half of the hood of just like so, box my corners in. Then I like to put a line in the middle just in case I ever need more coating. And then you could go back and forth or in circles. It doesn't really matter. You just make sure you apply an even coverage. And that's it. This is a self-healing ceramic coating. And you know, this is gonna be my thoughts. So yeah, not much to this video. I'm still trying to, you know, understand the full flash time, and Mr. Softy's here, the ice cream truck. So it goes on pretty well. It goes on thick. The gloss is actually insane. So let me walk you guys over so you can see the gloss on the right half. Wow, that is curing, and the gloss is pretty good. It looks spectacular on just this whole right half of the vehicle. Like deepens and enriches the look. So let's move up to the paint so you could go ahead and see. It doesn't give a rainbow effect. It gives a sweating type of effect. So you see where we applied it. And I don't apply a lot. It's just 4 to 5 drops after the first application. Then you wait about 1 to 2 minutes, and then it's ready to be leveled off. And it is a bit tacky. Maybe the window of leveling off this coating is probably about 45 seconds, but I don't really like to just level off right away, especially with a lot of coatings now in the market that, you know, they give a bigger window. So yeah, so let me just put this one on. And it starts sweating. It does give a little rainbow effect, so I take that back so you can see, but it's very difficult. So if you look at the front half, you see that rainbow on that bottom half where I boxed in. That's the rainbow effect, and the rest is just now clear, so that's when you're pretty much ready to level off. That's just where I applied excess because I was boxing in the corners. And so let's go ahead and start leveling off. And that's it. And like I said, it is tacky. It is a very tacky coating, and it's very sticky, but it comes off nice. Is it as sticky as, you know, is it gonna stay this sticky? No, it gets a little bit slicker, but you know, there's pros and cons, right? We're here to get a self-healing coating. So maybe this is the chemistry, what they have on it, of it being a self-healing coating. So just something we got to keep in mind of, you know, we could have slickness, and if we need slickness, we could go ahead and apply the Owner's Pride ceramic detailer and just give it that slickness, and that's it. Or top it with ceramic gloss or whatever SiO2 of your choice, Geon ceramic detailer, and that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish leveling this off, and that's it. Nothing to it. Like I said, it is a bit tacky at first. Make sure you get your corners as such, and that is it. Nothing to it. Pretty simple. Just check your work, and look at that. I had one little streak there, and I did leave a high spot on the roof when I did the first half, and then when I went around, there was a high spot there, and it wiped off easily. And when I mean easily, it was still tacky, but it wasn't like the end of the world. And that's it. So now let's just go ahead and talk about the application process, or just my final thoughts overall on this Owner's Pride self-healing ceramic coating. And as you guys saw when I was applying it, maybe I was waiting a bit too long. It was pretty warm outside, and it was really humid that day, so probably the flash time was a lot sooner. Maybe it's not supposed to be as tacky as it is, but remember, there's pros and cons for everything. We're really here to go ahead and have a self-healing ceramic coating, and maybe this is just one of the properties in the initial step of actually removing or leveling off the actual coating. And then from here, it does get slicker. It's not the slickest coating, but it does get slick, and it doesn't stay, you know, grabby on the paint, kind of like Geon, like the old Geon coatings, or especially the Car Pro coatings. It doesn't get tacky like that. It doesn't feel like that. It just literally feels smooth. It glides on the paint, and you know, like I stated, it is not the slickest coating, but it is still slick, which is a plus in my book. Now, in terms of applying the ceramic coating on the glass or the windshield, we opted to go ahead and use just the DIY Detail 8-year ceramic coating, just because I had a little bit left and I just didn't want to deal with the tackiness. Maybe I was waiting too long to go ahead and level off the coating, since it was warm and humid outside. Instead of maybe 1 to 2 minutes, maybe it was just a, you know, 30-second or 45-second type of level off or wipe off for the ceramic coating. But yeah, overall it was just easy. Even if you left it there for a little bit, the little high spots was not impossible to remove. Just a tiny bit of elbow grease, and pretty much this is the result. Just look how glossy and glassy this vehicle looks. We pretty much turned this brand new Audi Q5 to perfection. And also the self-healing ceramic coating, we didn't use a lot. We still have about a little bit over half of the bottle left, and you don't need too much of that coating, and just the results are astonishing. Just the glassiness, the reflection, the deepness of the actual color of the vehicle. It just looks like we added an extra layer of paint, and overall this vehicle was just a pleasure to work with, especially once we polished it. We enhanced the gloss and then applied the ceramic coating to enrich and deepen that shine of the vehicle. And let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, if this ceramic coating just looks amazing. And also over time we'll go ahead and take a look on the actual self-healing properties. But that's about it. Just let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and we're out to the outro. Alright everyone, so we've just finished ceramic coating this entire vehicle with the Owner's Pride self-healing ceramic coating. And all the products used in this video will be linked down below in the description. And then first, let's just talk about this coating and the application and how it feels and how it is from a user experience standpoint. Now, this coating is not a warranted coating, right? So for Owner's Pride, if you want a warranted coating, you have to go through an authorized installer like myself, and then we go ahead and apply a 3, 5, or 7 year ceramic coating. This self-healing coating is not warranted, but it still gives the amazing professional shine and gloss. Just look at the paint. Let me step out of view so you guys can see the depth of shine and gloss. It just looks so glassy. Now in terms of the user experience, because this is a new coating that was just released, so at first it goes on really tacky. You wait 1 to 2 minutes, even 3 minutes. It does have a little long of a work time. It's not something that you got to be scared about, but it's one of those things that the longer you leave it there, the tackier it is. So that's just the only thing. Afterwards, it is slick. It's not super slick, but it is a slick coating, and my cousin verified it as well after 15-20 minutes, and it's getting slicker, it feels like. So this is over time, and look, this is just with pretty much one finger, literally no drag. I'm not, you know, it's slick, it's gliding on the paint, but it's not super slick if that's what you're going after. But everything has its pros and cons. This is supposed to be a self-healing ceramic coating, so for any light marring or wash marks, something that's very minor or you know, light marring that you put on the vehicle with the heat of the sun, it's gonna go ahead and heal itself. That's about it. Other than that, you guys saw from start to finish what we used. We used the whole Owner's Pride, pretty much the Eco Wash, Ultra Wash, and the ceramic detailer on the rims just to go ahead and take care of that. We did use Extra Tough APC, which is a great APC. And then after that, off camera, because you guys see me polish dozens of times, we used the DIY Detail Gold Standard Polish, and we used the panel prep to prep the vehicle. We did all that off screen just because I really wanted this video to be done and really wanted to work and focus on understanding the ceramic coating. That's why I did coat most of the vehicle before I gave my, you know, impressions and understanding of the actual ceramic coating. But other than that, it's just great. It's easy, it's sun friendly. It's not hot out here. It's about 70 degrees today, but the sun is in and out, and we were able to go ahead and coat even in direct sunlight, but work within your means, right? That's about it. That's all I have for you guys. So if you guys enjoy this type of content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys all for subscribing. And also, we're just 50 subscribers away from hitting 1,000 before I give my giveaway, and you guys don't want to miss out on that. It's going to be a nice, awesome giveaway. I'll talk about it more once I get closer to the 1,000 mark. But yeah, so other than that, I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.